my fellow travelers. So, about a day or so ago, I did a vlog on packing, perfection packing, and a carry-on. So today I'm just going to go over some essentials that we need to travel when we're going out of the country. So this one here is your checklist. First on the checklist, which is my checklist, is going to be making sure we have our passports and making sure all the information that's on our passports is exactly how it is on our travel documents. And when I say that, I'm talking usually the name is the main thing. I mean, of course, the numbers they're going to look at as far as your passport numbers, birth dates, everything. But the name, how your name is done on your passport needs to be done exactly like that on your travel documents, which is first, if your first last name is the only thing on there, because I don't have a middle name. For me, that's all I have to worry about. But if you have a middle initial on your passport, it needs to be a middle initial on your documents. If you have your middle name completely spelled out, that's how it needs to be on your travel documents. So when you booking with the airline or with the hotel, you need to make sure your name is spelled exactly how it is on your passport. So, checklist. First thing on the checklist for me, passports. All information correct. Passports in hand, up to date, because you know they expire if you got that book, 10 years, card, 5 years. So, passports, got that checked off. Some people might need a visa and a passport, depending on which country you're going into, so that you need to look into the country, the website that you're going into, and find out exactly what travel, passport or documents, birth certificates or things like that that you would need to get into that country, because they probably won't let you in without it. So you have to make sure you're know exactly what's needed for what country you're going into. Itinerary, travel documents printed out, hotel, flight information, transportation information if you have that already at hand. And for me, we do what's called, we park here at one of the hotels in our hometown. We live in Cleveland, Ohio. So I always go on global airport parking. So the parking, which is a outside parking at the hotel, it runs normally $7 a day. But they always have coupons, so I'm paying $5 a day. You go online, you book it, you arrive at your destination. I go there because a lot of the pilots, when they come into town, they stay at the Crown. So I know that the shuttle is constantly running back and forth. It's 24 hours. It runs, if I'm not mistaken, every 30 minutes. Whereas prior to last year, we used to could just go up there, show our confirmation, jump on the shuttle, but it's getting busier. So now they want us to call ahead 24 hours to set our time that we need to be on the shuttle heading to the airport. And make sure that you have your transportation once you arrive into that country. So when we do our booking, we always make sure our booking for transportation is included. The last couple of years, we've been traveling at most of the World of Hyatt hotels, which is, like I said, Breathless. We did Breathless 2 years in a row, 2 different, Dominican, Mexico. This year we're going to Secrets, which is still connected to Breathless. And they're part of the AMR resorts. So their transportation is who always picks us up. When we book through Apple Vacations, it's automatically included in the package. This year we booked through Cheap Caribbean, so we just had to add the transportation in there, which is still AMR who picks us up for the transportation. So we have that all situated. I have the documents printed out. Some people like to keep stuff in their phone. I'm a paper person because, like I said, I'm not real tech savvy, and I'm not good with charging my phone all the time. So sometimes my phone might go dead. So I try to make sure my papers is at hand. So I have confirmation for airlines, hotels, and my parking. And I believe, yeah, that's it on there. If you have your travel insurance, make sure you read over your travel insurance thoroughly, because some insurance only cover the resort or your destination, not everything covers the airline. So you want to make sure you have airline, a hotel, or however you choose to do it, airline insurance or hotel insurance, whatever's your preference, or both. So make sure you have all your documents together. For that, read over them thoroughly so you know that if anything comes up, any emergencies where you can't go, you know exactly if you're being refunded your money or if they're going to give you a travel voucher or a voucher for the hotel. So that you need to thoroughly go over that, read it thoroughly, and have that information with you put aside as well. So passport, itinerary, and travel insurance and transportation information. So that's first part of the checklist. We got that situated. All that's already taken care of. So now your money essentials. When you go into different countries, a lot of times of course the currency is different. So you need to know what type of currency they're dealing with in that country. Do you want to exchange to their currency? I don't like to. I always carry American money. I never convert my money over. That's just me personally. I take 2 credit cards, usually maybe a debit bank card, and then a regular credit card, and cash. I found this easier for me to handle my money that way, even at the resort. Some of the things that I may purchase at the resort will use the credit card, but a lot of times they'll book it to your room, so it's automatically going to go to a credit card. Or you can pay cash at the end, however you choose to do it. But most things, depending if you're going to an all-inclusive resort or which resort or hotel you're going to, you need to find out how do they do the billing if you're purchasing things there on that property. But like I said, the majority of the properties that I went to, they just bill it directly to your room. And once you get ready to check out, go to the desk. Either you can let it go straight to your credit card, or you can pay it in cash, or however you choose to pay it, whatever currency, however they decide to take the money for that. Travel wallet. I use my small little, I think I showed you all in my video before, just basically little wallet. And sometimes people use their passport books because these actually have places for your credit cards to go. You can put money in here. That's if you choose to just keep this with you at all times. I usually lock mine up in a safe, take a picture of it, but a lot of times I don't really lately go off the resort too much. But when I do not like to take my passport with me because I don't want anything to happen to this. This is like one of the most important things for me when I go out the country is my passport. Emergency cash. Emergency cash could be, one year we had weather issues coming back in from Jamaica, and we were in North Carolina. So with the weather issues, the airlines don't put you up, if you have to be delayed overnight. If the next flight doesn't leave out, and then they'll try to book you maybe sometimes a day or two later, depending on how things are. So we were able to get a hotel room transfer over, so we were able to have emergency money for those type of emergencies. Another time we were stuck in Jamaica. This was a different time we went to Jamaica, but this time it was mechanical issues with the plane. So with the mechanical issues, they put us up. But with weather issues, they do not put you up. They will give you, they will give you a food voucher, but they don't put you up as far as their expense. We had to come out of pocket and pay for the hotel ourselves. So just in case, which we hope none of that happened, you want to have emergency money, and you never know if it's anything that happens where you have to get back home right away. So you might need to rebook your flight for a different date to leave out. So you want to make sure you have some type of emergency cash, not necessarily on you, but in your bank account or somewhere that you can transfer it over to be able to get to it accessibly so you can get out of there, or whatever you might need to do, or just be able to stay over. You never know what it is. You might have to stay over versus leave out early. So emergency cash for those reasons. Clothing. I did a vlog on packing. With me, I like to look at the resort and see what's going on at the resort that I'm going to, so they sometimes have theme nights. So they have a neon night, because we're going in the winter. They have a neon night, a casino night, a Mexican night, and it's one other theme. But as far as the themes for me, I like to kind of color coordinate or kind of stay within the theme. So I got a neon orange dress for neon night, same thing. So look at your resort, check and see what the weather's like, if there's any type of functions or parties going on or themes that they're going to be doing those days, so that way you don't be looking confused and have to run out and buy some clothes just to kind of fit in. If you're that type of person, I like to mix in with whatever's going on at the resort. For us, because we're leaving out of Cleveland, I usually wear a jogging suit leaving out because it's wintertime right now. Like I said, it's December. Once we get there, I looked at the weather already. It's going to be like 70, high 70s, low 80s. So I always put like a tank top or something up under it, so when I get off, I'm not burning up. And it's cooler on the plane, so I keep this on. Pretty much, I'm not a blanket person on the plane, so I do my jogging suits. Your underwear, your socks, your swimsuits if you're one of the ones who likes to get in the pool. Umbrellas, most of the resorts have umbrellas if you're going into the rainy season. You can check to see, so that way if you're the type of person who don't want to get soaking wet but still want to go out, check and see if they have courtesy umbrellas, which I'm sure they do, or if you like to take something of your own, you know, you just pack that. But just I always check the weather to see what the weather's going to be like wherever we're traveling to, depending on what time of year it is. Comfortable shoes. Going through the airport, if you have layovers, you want to make sure you have comfortable shoes on. Then remember that in some places, if you don't have pre-check or clear, you have to take your shoes off. So socks or some little footies, whatever's comfortable for you, because you got to think other people are putting their feet, if they're barefoot, onto that platform where you have to take your shoes off. For me, when I'm TSA pre-check now, so I don't have to take my shoes off. But when I did, I still would always have a pair of socks on just in case. Because I'm a tennis shoe type of person on the plane. I'm not a flip-flop or a sandal person. I don't want my feet to swell up. So for me, I keep them enclosed. Toiletries. So now we're getting into some things that may need to be put in a check bag and some things that you can put into your carry-on. So as far as your toiletries, I got a list. I'm trying to make sure I stay on track with my list because I can kind of go off things. Toothpaste. So toothpaste, this usually we put into our check bag. A lot of times, if you don't want to take a large tube of toothpaste, if you want to get the small ones, depending on, you could always get little travel containers, these type of containers, and the other ones that pour out a liquid or the spray. I got several of them. If you choose to want to put toothpaste in this, or take the whole thing of toothpaste, I try to eliminate weight, how much stuff weighs. So a lot of times I know we're not going to use in 5 days this whole thing of toothpaste. So what I'll do is I'm going to squeeze some into here. I'm going to tape this around, seal it up, and put it in a Ziploc bag and put this into our check-in bag. So that's the toothpaste. Sunscreen, I'm going to take all of this. All of this. I need all of this because you constantly reapplying sunscreen, and it's 2 of us and we're not little people. So we need quite a bit of sunscreen. As I was saying before in my other vlog, I use both the cream and the spray. I put the cream on 30 minutes prior to getting into the water, let that dry in. I reapply throughout the day with the spray, so that way I'm not a runny, sticky looking mess. And everyone needs sunscreen if you're going somewhere where there's sunny, because sunburn hurts and it's very uncomfortable. My body spray, check in. I'm gonna take that whole, I don't have a little one, and it's not like I can open the top and put that in a smaller container. I like the Febreze to spray, even after I wash a lot of my bikinis out, if we're in the ocean, I still like to spray them down with this because that ocean water has a very distinct smell. Toothbrush. I don't take a full bottle of my cologne or perfume. I usually downsize. I have a little, the toiletries, I don't even know what you call these small ones. Well, you see it. A small thing of flower balm, small thing of my flower balm lotion. Definitely my dental floss. I got new teeth. I paid for these teeth this year. I'm taking care of these teeth. My dental floss. I took care of my other teeth, but they were just crooked. But I'm taking care of these teeth. Razors. Check in. This here, my Lysol spray. And I usually put this on the plane with me. I spray down the seats. Keep my hand sanitizer with me at all times. And also when I get to the resort, I use my Clorox wipes. I like to unpack as soon as I get there. I'm not one to leave my stuff in a suitcase. I cannot function out of a suitcase. So I wipe down the dressers, the drawers, the toilets. I got 2 packs of toilets, the toilet handles. Even though they clean it, it's just me kind of going over it again myself. So those are the type of personal and any other personal items that you may need. I have my toothpicks, my scrubber for my face, and I don't have it up here, but I take a little small thing of alcohol and Witch Hazel for my face. So my little face pads, deodorant of course, and they do have shampoo, conditioner there. They also have lotion. So if you're okay with using, depending on where you're going, so I shouldn't say they do have. Check the resort and the hotel that you're going to make sure that they do have those. The ones we go to, I always look, they do have them. But I'm still the type of person I like to bring my own shampoo and conditioner. So it's easier for me to carry them in these little sample packets that I get from the hair store. Because I'm going to put in some wet and wavy hair for me. So I'll just have to shower it and keep it moving. This is my hair gel. So these here are a lot of my personal items. Most of them will be going into the check-in bag. Some of them, a few of them, are able to go in a carry-on bag. So you know that as far as liquid goes, 3 ounces carry-on, but double check with your airline to make sure you know what your luggage restrictions are. So medication, if you are on prescription medication, I suggest you keep that close by. Carry that on. I don't take any prescribed medication, but I do take my elderberry and zinc gummies. So this will be on the plane with me. I take that. My husband, he takes his medication. It's going to be close by. Like I said, always carry your medication on the plane with you, because you never know what could possibly happen if you put it in your check-in. Sometimes your luggage might not arrive when you arrive. So I suggest that you keep your medication close by. We like to take certain things just to be on the safe side, because we are out the country and they cook different with different foods. We take allergy medicine just in case we have a slight breakout, which I pray to God we never do, but you never know what could possibly happen. So we take allergy pills. We also take an antacid, which is the Tums and acid pills just in case, but I keep these on the plane with me, and the antacid will be close by as well. I'll probably take these out and just put a couple of them in a container. I was just showing you the packet. We have the chewable Pepto-Bismol. That will be on the plane with me, because these type of things here, even if it's not prescription medications, if you have a fear that you might break out of something that you've never had before, you just want to taste it, pick up some allergy pills where you live, because a lot of that stuff is very expensive when you go out the country. They have it. They do have it, but whereas you might pay $5 or $6 here, trust and believe you're going to pay $10 to $12 there, if not more. Same with the Tylenol. I do like to drink. sometimes I wake up with a hangover. So for me, I take a couple of Tylenol. So when I get up, I don't interrupt my day. I take me Tylenol, kind of help ease that out and go on about my business. So same thing, I'm not going to take the whole bottle. I'll break this down to a couple of days worth of pills. We're only going to be there 5 days and 4 nights, so there's no need in me taking this whole bottle with me. I'll put that in a smaller little container. Q-tips, you know, your preference, whatever you need for you, that's your personal items, or the medication or pain relievers that you need, make sure you pack those things up. Like I said, most of the resorts may or may not have it, but out the country, things are priced different. Any health documents that you might take, say for instance, if you have pins or rods from surgeries, you might, just to be on the safe side, want to have that handy in case the metal detector or anything go off and they want to body search you or anything because they're not sure. Take, if you can easily print it out, just take those health documents with you. I've learned over the years that I don't wear glittered pants going through the airport. I was stopped twice in one day at 2 different airports because the glitter on my pants kept going off. One time we went to Vegas, a girlfriend of mine, I suggest if you like the sparkly lotion, wait till you get there to put it on. Don't put it on going through the plane because it reads red when you go through the detector. I guess it's the metallic things that's what's in the lotion. So just a quick little reminder, not even a reminder, what would I call that? Just to let you know, heads up, that I've seen where that type of lotion goes off through the detector. Electronics. Electronics should stay with you on the plane, whether it's your personal bag or your carry-on. So we like to take our speaker, our Bluetooth speaker that goes with us on the plane. I don't take my tablet or my Chromebook, but my husband this time, he's going to take his tablet on the plane with you. We usually do a battery pack. This is in case our phone goes dead, you can charge your phone up to these versus, but most airlines now have outlets on the plane and at the airport. But say for instance you're walking around a resort and you don't want to go charge your phone up in a room, these are good battery packs here. Power chargers. My waterproof case, because I'm in the water all the time. I ordered this on Amazon. It fits my phone perfectly. Just put in whatever type of phone you have, and usually they have a water case to fit it. My headset for when I'm on the plane. Depending on which airline you're on, sometimes they do have the TV screens, or if you're using your phone to listen to your music or your books. But at least this way you're not interfering with your noise is not interfering with other people sitting around you. These are my Bluetooth. I don't need those because I'm gonna take the headset. Make sure you have all your cords for each electronic device that you're taking, because as we know, everything doesn't fit every electronics. These here are the different outlets. I do have one that's a little bit bigger. I'm just showing you this one as example. This has the outlets, but the other one also has the charge ports on it. So a lot of times you never know how many outlets might be in your room. If you have a lot of electronics that you want to plug up, I suggest getting you one of these. Sometimes they have them with the 3 prongs or the 2 in the back to plug into the wall, and then find out what type of outlet they have at what country you're going to, because everybody's outlets is not like the U.S. outlets. But like I said, they do have ones that have the charge port, the things where you can put your phone to, you know, cord to put your phone to charge. So those are the electronics. So your power bank, your laptops, your chargers, your phone chargers, and any adapters that you would need. Now let's talk about traveling comfort. I don't always use my neck pillow, but depending on how far we're traveling, I take my neck pillow. I do take a little nap. If it's a quick 3-hour flight, maybe, maybe not. I think this one is 3 hours and 54 minutes. So, we leave out at 5:55 a.m. So I'll probably take me a little nap because I got to work tomorrow. And I know that I'll be at work all day and I'll be tired when we leave out. Travel blankets or shawls. I have plenty of shawls that if I get a little cool on a plane, I can just kind of wrap around me. And then even once I get to where I go, I can tie it around my neck and it look like a fashion statement. So depending on what's your comfort, if you want your pillow, if you want a blanket, what other travel? Like I said, I got a list to make sure I go over everything. Eye mask. Some people like to put the eye mask on, if it's bright outside and you do need to, and even though they turn the lights down on the plane, but if you want to really relax, some people put their earplugs in, put an eye mask in, and kind of relax and chill. I mentioned the blanket or the shawl. So those things are things that can make you comfortable on the plane. Entertainment. If you don't like to relax on the plane, some people like to read, listen to music, have games and activities. So most of the things you want to download to your phone or to your tablet. So that way, if all airlines have a Wi-Fi connection, but those things will already be downloaded to whatever electronic device you want to use on the plane to your destination. Important contacts. Make sure that you have something on you with your important emergency contact numbers in them. Even inside here, if you want to just print out a little thing with whoever your emergency contacts is, just in case something happened, people can kind of look in there and say, okay, I need to contact this person. A lot of times when you do your booking, they ask for emergency contact information, the hotels, the airlines, but you just kind of want to have it somewhere handy. Doesn't have to be big or large, just something with an emergency contacts on it. If you're traveling for a destination wedding or something like that, I know that they require certain documents if you're legally getting married out the country. I did a ceremony out the country, so I didn't have to take a lot of documents with me. We legally got married here in the States, and we did our ceremony in Dominican. But I know that if you're trying to do a destination wedding and you're doing the actual real wedding, you want to have, if you've been married before, you need your divorce papers, a birth certificate. It's a lot of different documents that you would need, so you need to check with that for those who may be doing a destination wedding out the country. Make sure you find out exactly what documents you need to take with you, so that way it's no problem once you get there. Snacks. I like potato chips. I like kettle potato chips. When I go to the resort, they don't have them, and the chips they do, a small bag might cost you $5. Ridiculous. So I get my snacks here. I get me the large bag of kettle chips. I put them in Ziploc bags, and I keep them on the plane with me. My husband, he likes chocolate covered raisins. Same thing. All of the snacks that you like, pack them. You can take food onto the plane. Take them with you, because they don't always snack on stuff we do, and not at the resorts. Now, you might be able to go into town in some of the places and get some of the snacks you want, but if you don't want to go through the hassle and then buying it at the airport, it's still going to cost more than what it normally would if you purchase it prior to getting on the plane. So I like to get my snacks, and this is my mug that I travel with whenever I go to an all-inclusive resort. They fill up my drinks in here. This way I don't have to keep getting the small cups and going back and forth. And I'm good for maybe about an hour or so. Then they refill it again. So whatever type of snacks you like, if you know that you don't want to keep going back to the swim up bar or to wherever they are and you're at one of the all-inclusive resorts, take your travel mug. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Water bottles. Some people like to put water bottles into their check-in because some countries, they suggest you do not drink the tap water. Now, a lot of the resorts I go to, they have a filtration system that the water that's coming through for the restaurants, they say it's pretty filtered. I've never really had a problem with the water when I drink it from the restaurants. But I do not brush my teeth with the water coming out the tap. They normally will have water bottles right at your sink and for your coffee. So just keep that in mind. If you want to take some water bottles, fine, but you know they will have to go into your check-in bag, or you can purchase them at the airport when you arrive to take over to the resort. For me, I think we just about covered everything I wanted to go over. Oh, and this here also is part of the medication, Pepto-Bismol, but like I showed you before, that was in the tablet. For me, when I get to the resorts, some people like to take their own liquor and travel from here to there with it. They do have a duty free when you get at the airport. I'm a tequila drinker and a vodka drinker, so sometimes I don't want to drink the liquor that they have at the resort. It's not always top shelf. They claim it's premier top shelf, but then it might not be a brand you like. So I'm going to do a brief video once I get there and show you what liquors they have at the resort. I mean, not at the resort, I'm sorry, at the airport. So I usually buy Don Julio, and I'm a Ciroc drinker or Kettle One. So I don't really remember seeing Kettle One, but I know they do have Ciroc and they do have Don Julio. So I'll be purchasing my tequila at the airport once we arrive in Mexico. And I believe water shoes. I'm sorry, I forgot that when I was talking about the clothing. If you know you are going to do some excursions, and the excursions might include water, beach, swimming, snorkeling, get you a pair of water shoes. These are my Jamaican water shoes. I got about 2 or 3 pair. Because it's slippery if you're walking. Even if you're doing like in Jamaica, Dunn's River Falls, you want to have on some water shoes. This is another style of water shoe. These are cute, but if you're going to be near a lot of rocks, I suggest fully covering your feet, and they do help. So water shoes, if you know you're going to do some excursions that's pertaining to, you know, climbing or near water, because those rocks get pretty slippery and they can cut your feet. If you're going to do dune buggies or things like that, you want to take some clothes you don't mind getting dirty in. We did the dune buggy and the ATVs and Dominican, and the dirt would not come out of our clothes. But thank God we had just some jeans and some t-shirts that we weren't worried about. And don't wear your expensive tennis shoes on those type of excursions if you don't want them to get dirty, because they're going to get dirty. So with those type of excursions, you might want to take a face covering and sunglasses. And ladies, if you don't want your hair to get all muddy, depending on what area you're in, because the mud, I can say, no, it got on my face, got on my arms. I think I'll probably show you a clip of when we were muddy in one of the dune buggies so you can see. But yeah, just pack some clothes you don't mind getting dirty, sunglasses and a face mask, and even maybe a head wrap for those who don't want their hair to get messed up. And I think I did just about everything for the checklist. If you think I missed anything, just comment below, because I'll probably update another checklist in a couple of months and redo it. But safe travels wherever you plan on going. Enjoy, have fun, take plenty of pictures, and just enjoy life. That's what it's about right now. Enjoy life. Get out and explore. Explore. It's so much to see out here, you know, and we do appreciate coming back home, but it's a huge world out there for us to see. I hope you enjoyed this checklist vlog. I hope it helped. And like I said, if it's anything that you think I missed, just comment below. But have a great rest of the year, because 2023 is over. Let's bring in the new year with a bang, and hopefully we'll see you in one of the countries we decide to travel in. Have a blessed one.